The chilling truth is often hidden in plain sight, veiled by convenience and accepted wisdom. What if the very decline you've been told is an inevitable part of growing older? The weakening legs, the vanishing muscle, the fatigue that creeps in and saps your spirit isn't normal at all? What if instead it's a meticulously crafted narrative, a silent epidemic designed to fuel a multi-trillion-dollar industry that profits handsomely from your vulnerability? They want you to believe that shrinking strength after 60 is just part of the package, but it's far from it. This isn't just aging, it's an engineered erosion of your vitality, meticulously orchestrated by the very entities you trust for your well-being. They've discovered how to turn your muscle loss into a gold mine, pushing expensive supplements, assisted living devices, and endless prescriptions, all while ignoring the astonishingly simple, profound solutions that could be waiting in your own kitchen. You've been deliberately steered away from these potent natural remedies, convinced to avoid them, or worse, to replace them with insipid, senior-friendly alternatives that only accelerate your decline. Here's the stark reality. Sarcopenia, the clinical term for age-related muscle loss, is not merely progressing, it's accelerating at an alarming rate, twice as fast as it did just 2 decades ago. The reason is not a mystery, but a strategic design. Big food and big pharma are actively cashing in on your physical decline. The less muscle you possess, the more you become reliant on their products. More prescriptions to manage symptoms, more assistive devices to compensate for lost strength. It's a cycle of dependence, not a natural progression. This is not the unavoidable march of time. It is engineered. Weakness, subtly woven into our modern lives and dietary advice. But tonight, that narrative begins to unravel. We are about to uncover the 8 most potent muscle-restoring foods that seniors absolutely must integrate into their pre-bedtime routine, carefully ranked for maximum impact. Prepare to discover the hidden power of your pantry, because missing even one of these vital insights, particularly the shocking revelation at number 3, could mean your body continues its insidious process of cannibalizing its own muscle for fuel silently while you sleep. And that, unequivocally, is the very realization they desperately want to keep from you. No one discusses these simple truths because they aren't profitable or flashy, yet they are profoundly effective. They hold the key to safeguarding your independence, reclaiming your strength, and reshaping your future. Every single piece of research and study backing these claims is meticulously linked for your review, because the truth, unlike their marketing, stands on solid ground. Perchance the quiet strength of almonds before bed. You might already be familiar with almonds as a champion for heart health, but their true unsung power lies in their remarkable ability to fortify your muscles, especially when consumed as your body prepares for its nightly repair cycle. Picture this: a staggering 70% of seniors grapple with a magnesium deficiency, a critical mineral that orchestrates over 300 vital chemical reactions within your body. These reactions are not just some obscure biological processes, they are the very engine of muscle recovery, nerve transmission, and protein synthesis. When magnesium levels plummet, your body literally loses its capacity to mend and restore muscle tissue while you sleep, leaving you in a state of constant, subtle degradation. But almonds don't stop there. They also naturally contain tryptophan, an amino acid that plays a pivotal role in your brain's production of melatonin and serotonin, those crucial chemicals that not only regulate your sleep, but also dampen cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. When cortisol spikes at night, it's a direct trigger for muscle breakdown. This is precisely why the pre-bedtime window is so incredibly vital for intervention. Consider Sharon, a vibrant 71-year-old whose legs had become so feeble she needed to push off the couch with both hands. She, like many, simply resigned herself to aging, accepting it as an inevitable decline. Yet, a simple, science-backed suggestion from her granddaughter, a handful of plain, raw almonds before bed, transformed her reality. In just 2 weeks, Sharon reported a dramatic reduction in knee stiffness, fewer agonizing nighttime leg cramps, and a newfound lack of dread for climbing stairs. The change wasn't sudden or dramatic, but it was undeniably real, a quiet reclamation of her independence. Scientific evidence strongly supports this too. A 2021 study published in the prestigious American Journal of Clinical Nutrition meticulously observed older adults who consumed 400 milliliters of magnesium daily through foods like almonds. The findings were nothing short of staggering: a remarkable 26% boost in muscle strength and a significant decrease in sleep disturbances, directly linking dietary magnesium to improved physical vitality and restful sleep. However, a crucial word of caution is essential here: steer clear of flavored, honey-roasted, or oil-cooked almonds. These varieties are often laden with inflammatory fats and hidden sugars that completely negate the profound benefits, turning a muscle-saving snack into a detrimental treat. Instead, opt for raw or dry roasted almonds. A modest portion of 8 to 10 almonds, chewed slowly about 30 minutes before bed, accompanied by a small sip of water, can empower your body to perform its essential healing work while you drift into sleep. This simple ritual sets the stage for overnight recovery, yet this is just the beginning. The next food delves even deeper into restoring both your joints and muscles as you rest. Cottage cheese, the nightly muscle feeder you didn't know you needed. Cottage cheese isn't just a nostalgic fridge staple, it's a potent, muscle-saving powerhouse cleverly hiding in plain sight, especially for seniors navigating the challenges of aging. For those over 60, maintaining muscle mass becomes an increasingly demanding battle against time, a battle that intensifies precisely during the hours you sleep. The critical truth, often overlooked, is that your body doesn't store protein in the same way it hoards fats or carbohydrates. This means if you retire for the night without providing adequate protein, your muscles are left in a state of prolonged starvation for hours on end. It is during this vulnerable period that real, insidious damage begins. Your body, in its desperate quest for fuel, resorts to breaking down its own lean muscle tissue just to sustain essential functions, effectively consuming itself from within. But introducing cottage cheese into your evening routine dramatically shifts this metabolic equation, turning a period of degradation into one of profound repair. The secret lies in cottage cheese's exceptional richness in a specific type of protein known as casein. Unlike rapid digesting whey or many plant proteins, casein digests slowly, releasing its precious cargo of amino acids gradually over a prolonged period of 6 to 8 hours. Imagine it as a sophisticated time-release capsule, consistently feeding your hungry muscles throughout the entire night. This sustained delivery is absolutely crucial because muscle repair and recovery processes reach their peak efficiency during deep sleep. Without this steady, slow drip of amino acid support, your muscles degrade at an accelerated rate, your balance inevitably suffers, and your risk of dangerous falls skyrockets. Scientific backing for this couldn't be clearer. A study published in the esteemed American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that older adults who consciously consumed casein before bed not only experienced a significant increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, meaning their bodies were actively building new muscle, but also showed an impressive improvement in functional strength by over 20% in key mobility tests, such as chair stands and stair climbs. Let's consider Susan, 72, who was baffled by her inexplicable loss of leg strength despite her daily walks. Her doctor advised more protein, but she genuinely believed she was consuming enough. The oversight, it turned out, was her eating pattern. Her last meal was typically at 6 p.m., leaving her body starved for protein throughout the night. By simply adding just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese to her nighttime routine, Susan began waking up with noticeably more stability in her legs and significantly less morning stiffness. This wasn't magic, it was the precise, targeted biology of nighttime muscle feeding at work. Beyond its protein power, the calcium naturally present in cottage cheese further supports vital muscle contraction and strengthens bones, while its inherent tryptophan aids in achieving higher quality sleep. Another often underestimated factor in optimal muscle repair. But don't get too comfortable with these revelations, because what's coming next might just surprise you even more, unveiling another simple food with profound benefits. Tart cherries, nature's nighttime anti-inflammatory for muscle renewal. Tart cherries may appear to be unassuming, innocent little fruits, but for seniors over 60, they are a powerful, often overlooked nighttime game changer, especially when it comes to safeguarding muscle mass. While it's widely known that these vibrant red berries aid in achieving better sleep, what most people don't fully grasp is their profound ability to actively combat inflammation, significantly reduce muscle soreness, and vigorously protect against the kind of slow, insidious muscle loss that quietly robs you of strength and vitality as you age. The true secret to their remarkable efficacy lies in their exceptionally high levels of natural melatonin and potent anthocyanins. Melatonin, of course, is the body's natural conductor of the sleep cycle, ensuring restful slumber. Anthocyanins, however, are where the deep anti-aging benefits truly shine. These are powerful antioxidants that tirelessly fight oxidative stress and inflammation, two of the most significant and often silent culprits behind age-related muscle decline. Consider Frank, a spry 66-year-old who, despite being an early riser, consistently woke up stiff and achy, attributing it simply to getting older. Upon a friend's recommendation, he began a simple nightly ritual, a small glass, just 8 ounces, of unsweetened tart cherry juice before bed. Within a mere 2 weeks, Frank noticed a dramatic transformation. His muscle soreness after his regular yard work was cut in half, and he found himself falling asleep faster and more soundly. Scientific research emphatically backs Frank's experience. A study published in the prestigious Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports revealed that athletes who consumed tart cherry juice twice daily for just 1 week experienced an astounding 33% less muscle soreness and significantly faster recovery rates compared to those who did not. Now, extend that profound repair power beyond elite athletes and imagine the incredible benefits for a 70-year-old's legs and overall mobility. The potential for restoring and preserving strength is immense. Tart cherries do far more than just aid in recovery. They actively help preserve lean muscle mass. Inflammation is a silent, pervasive enemy of muscle tissue. Chronic, low-grade inflammation, a common and often undetected condition in seniors, systematically breaks down muscle tissue over time, eroding strength and function cell by cell. Tart cherries directly target this destructive process, calming the body's inflammatory response at night. This allows your system to effectively shift from a state of breakdown into a vital repair mode, where true healing and rebuilding can occur. You can harness these benefits by either drinking unsweetened tart cherry juice or by enjoying dried tart cherries as a convenient bedtime snack. The critical factor is to meticulously choose versions without any added sugar, which would regrettably negate the powerful anti-inflammatory and sleep-promoting effects. A handful of dried cherries or a small glass of juice is all you need to begin witnessing tangible results, putting your body back on the path to nightly rejuvenation. Up next is a food that not only aggressively fights muscle loss, but fuels your strength overnight with a surprising kind of fat that most seniors are unknowingly missing from their diet. Sheer Greek yogurt, the complete nightly recovery tool for aging muscles. Greek yogurt is far more than just a simple snack. It is a meticulously designed, complete recovery tool for seniors when strategically consumed at night. What truly distinguishes it from regular yogurt isn't just its denser texture or richer taste, but its significantly elevated protein content, making it a superstar for muscle health. Greek yogurt is generously packed with casein protein, the same slow-digesting powerhouse found in cottage cheese. This unique protein releases amino acids gradually into your bloodstream, providing a sustained nutritional drip for up to 7 hours. This consistent, slow release is precisely what your body urgently needs after 60. As you age, your muscle-building response to food unfortunately weakens, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. This means your body simply doesn't absorb and utilize protein as efficiently as it once did, making targeted, sustained delivery absolutely critical. So if you go to bed feeling hungry or without the right kind of protein, your body, in its natural drive for energy, will inevitably begin breaking down its own precious muscle tissue overnight to fuel itself. But casein, the hero in Greek yogurt, fundamentally alters this biological equation. It ensures your muscles receive a steady, uninterrupted supply of fuel while you sleep, effectively preventing that destructive breakdown and actively helping to rebuild what you've gradually lost. Just ask Sylvia, a spry 72-year-old who had been experiencing a creeping sense of frailty, particularly in the mornings. Her doctor performed all the standard tests, concluding there was nothing major, just aging. However, her grandson, a perceptive fitness coach, encouraged her to try one small bowl of plain Greek yogurt, perhaps with a slight drizzle of honey, about an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, Sylvia wasn't just waking up less sore, she felt a profound resurgence of strength during her morning walks. Her knees no longer buckled on the stairs, and her balance had noticeably improved. She had changed nothing else in her routine. It was that single, potent nighttime food, and the science overwhelmingly backs her experience. A seminal 2012 study published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise conclusively demonstrated that older adults who consumed casein protein before bed exhibited significantly better muscle protein synthesis while sleeping, unequivocally proving their bodies were actively rebuilding tissue rather than tearing it down. That same study powerfully confirmed that casein was particularly effective for nighttime recovery in aging adults who historically struggle to maintain muscle mass. The key to unlocking these benefits is wonderfully simple. Always choose unsweetened, full-fat, or low-fat Greek yogurt, meticulously avoiding flavored varieties packed with detrimental sugars, which can counteract the benefits and disrupt sleep. For an extra boost of flavor and health benefits, consider adding a sprinkle of warming cinnamon or a few crushed walnuts. Steer clear of sugary granolas or artificial sweeteners, as these will spike your blood sugar and interfere with restful sleep, negating the purpose. Keep your portion moderate, around half to 3/4 of a cup, as the goal isn't to overeat, but to provide your muscles with just enough of the precisely right fuel to keep them strong, protected, and actively repairing throughout the entire night. Greek yogurt isn't just a food, it's a strategic intervention. Once you integrate it into your routine, you'll wonder how you ever went to bed without this powerful ally. But if you believe Greek yogurt is potent, the next bedtime food works like a natural sleep aid and a muscle shield, all without needing a single supplement. Boiled eggs, your body's overnight protein powerhouse. Never underestimate the deceptively simple power of a humble boiled egg. While it might seem basic, for seniors over 60, this unassuming food can diligently act like a dedicated night shift worker for your muscles, tirelessly rebuilding while you rest. Eggs stand as one of the most complete protein sources available on our planet, containing all 9 essential amino acids in the precise ratio your body demands to efficiently repair and rebuild tissue. This nutritional completeness is absolutely critical after the age of 60, a period when your muscle loss regrettably accelerates due to factors like declining hormone levels, chronic inflammation, and often insufficient nighttime nutrition. While many seniors instinctively shy away from eating before bed, concerned about digestion or weight gain, modern studies now unequivocally show that consuming a small, high-quality protein portion in the evening, such as eggs, can dramatically reduce overnight muscle breakdown, turning a period of vulnerability into one of active repair. Take Marvin, 74, who steadfastly believed eggs were exclusively breakfast food, but after a significant stumble over a step, a stark realization of his leg weakness prompted a change. His daughter, a discerning dietitian, introduced him to a new nighttime ritual: 2 simple boiled eggs around 9 p.m. No bread, no added salt, just the pure, unadulterated goodness of eggs. 3 weeks later, Marvin found himself effortlessly climbing stairs without needing to clutch the railing for support. He expressed a profound feeling of being more solid, a quiet confidence returning to his movements. This wasn't a magic trick. It was pure, unadulterated science. A comprehensive 2016 clinical review published in the Journal of Nutrition definitively found that adults over 60 who consistently consumed a small, protein-dense food before sleep successfully maintained more lean muscle mass over time compared to those who adhered to a no food before bed policy. Boiled eggs consistently ranked at the very top of the list, primarily because they are remarkably easy to digest, incredibly inexpensive, and brimming with leucine, a critical amino acid for muscle repair that regrettably diminishes dramatically with age. To maximize the muscle-saving benefits of this simple food, stick exclusively to hard-boiled or soft-boiled eggs. Avoid scrambled or fried versions, which often require added fats and can complicate digestion during the night. 2 eggs before bed is typically an optimal portion for most individuals. If you have concerns about cholesterol, it's always wise to consult your doctor, but the vast majority of updated research confirms that eggs do not significantly raise heart disease risk in healthy older adults. What they unequivocally do raise, however, is your body's remarkable ability to cling onto the precious muscle you already possess. and vigorously rebuild what is slowly slipping away. It's one small, effortless change that yields massive, life-altering results. Now prepare yourself, because the next food on this list works while you sleep and has been scientifically shown in studies to even reverse sarcopenia in seniors who had mistakenly believed they were beyond help, offering a new lease on life. Yerbereste bone broth, the ancient elixir for modern muscle regeneration. Bone broth isn't just a comforting soup for seniors, it's a stealthy, ancient recovery tool, a powerhouse of restorative nutrients often hiding in plain sight within your kitchen. This rich, savory liquid is generously loaded with collagen, gelatin, glycine, and a comprehensive array of essential amino acids that work synergistically to directly repair the very connective tissues, joints, and muscle fibers that inevitably weaken as you journey through the aging process. What truly makes bone broth a unique and indispensable ally in the fight against muscle loss is its unparalleled ability to do more than simply feed your muscles. It actively rebuilds the intricate scaffolding that holds them together, providing structural integrity. And when you mindfully sip it before bed, your body in its wisdom strategically utilizes those concentrated nutrients during your deepest phases of sleep, precisely when cellular repair mechanisms are operating at their absolute peak efficiency. Consider the experience of Janice, 72, who for years had been waking up stiff, profoundly sore, and filled with a sense of dread for those first painful steps out of bed each morning. Her grandson, a perceptive personal trainer, suggested a simple yet profound intervention: sipping a warm mug of homemade bone broth every single night before bed. It felt strange at first, she admitted, like drinking dinner, but after a mere 2 weeks, a remarkable transformation began. Her knees stopped their constant aching, her ankles felt noticeably less swollen, and, as a profound bonus, her sleep quality dramatically improved. Scientific research, far from anecdotal, strongly supports these observations. A compelling 2018 study published in the journal Nutrients discovered that the glycine found abundantly in bone broth not only promotes deeper, more restorative sleep, but also significantly enhances nighttime muscle regeneration in older adults, turning sleep into an active rebuilding period. And that collagen, often celebrated for skin health, performs an even more vital role internally. It literally supports the crucial tendons and fascia, the unsung heroes of your musculoskeletal system, that allow your muscles to contract, extend, and move fluidly without debilitating pain or injury. The truly beautiful part about bone broth is its accessibility. It's surprisingly easy to craft at home using readily available ingredients, or you can purchase high-quality, ready-to-drink versions. Simply heating up a cup about 30 minutes before sleep is all it takes to initiate its profound benefits. However, a crucial caveat: carefully avoid many store-bought versions that are regrettably packed with excessive sodium or artificial flavors and preservatives, which can undermine its health benefits. Instead, opt for slow-simmered organic bone broths that explicitly list collagen or gelatin on their labels, ensuring you're getting the authentic restorative power. For an additional boost of anti-inflammatory power, you can even add a pinch of turmeric or a dash of black pepper. One more warm mug every night, and you're not just sipping a beverage. You're profoundly feeding and fortifying your muscles from the inside out, laying the groundwork for stronger, more resilient days ahead. But the next food on this list doesn't just protect what you already have. It actively helps your body build back the strength you might have thought was long gone, proving that true recovery is always possible. Lentils, the underestimated carb for overnight muscle repair. Lentils stand as one of the most profoundly underrated muscle-preserving foods available to seniors, and the very fact that they are a carbohydrate makes them even more astonishingly misunderstood in conventional dietary advice. Many individuals over 60 are often misguidedly told to strictly avoid all carbohydrates at night, under the assumption that they lead to weight gain or energy crashes. However, lentils are not just any carb. They are a complex, fiber-rich, protein-packed legume, a nutritional powerhouse loaded with magnesium, potassium, iron, folate, and a crucial array of B vitamins, essentially everything your muscles crave for optimal repair and regeneration as you sleep. And what's even more shocking is the evidence suggesting how lentils can actually outperform some animal proteins when it comes to the nuanced demands of overnight muscle repair, especially when thoughtfully paired with the right healthy fats. Consider Harold, 75, who believed he was making a healthy choice by diligently cutting out all carbohydrates after 6 p.m. He meticulously eliminated bread, pasta, and even legumes, including the lentils he once heartily enjoyed in his favorite soups. But after just a few weeks of this restrictive regimen, he began to notice a troubling increase in weakness in his thighs, a slower recovery time from his daily walks, and even disruptive nighttime cramps. His doctor conducted tests and discovered his nitrogen balance, a key marker of muscle breakdown, was in decline. When a perceptive nutritionist advised him to reintroduce lentils into his dinner, Harold initially hesitated, accustomed to the anti-carb messaging. Yet, the results were astonishingly swift and undeniable. Within a mere 2 weeks of enjoying a warm bowl of lentil stew just 3 nights a week, his debilitating nighttime cramps vanished completely, and he found himself rising from chairs with significantly greater ease. This profound transformation occurred because lentils are far more than just a simple plant protein. They are a slow-digesting, amino acid-rich, muscle-rebuilding superfood. A compelling 2020 study published in the Journal of Nutrition revealed that older adults who thoughtfully consumed legumes with their dinner experienced higher levels of overnight muscle protein synthesis and a significantly reduced rate of nighttime muscle loss compared to those who opted for fast-digesting carbs or animal protein alone.